Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode number 153. Yes, we finally get another episode released for Boruto, Naruto Next Generation's anime. This is reviewing the 154th episode of the series. An episode I think a lot of people were looking forward to seeing, Himawari's ninja trial experience. Yes, an episode focused on Himawari. I'm like, wow, I think this is the first time I could think of they actually had a centric. She's featured in a lot of episodes, but usually as a supporting character. Her in leading role definitely sounds interesting to me when I first heard about this. So the episode starts with Himawari just going shopping, and she comes across a couple familiar characters. First, she comes across Ino in her flower shop. Doesn't say anything to her, surprisingly, and then comes across Ninja Tool Shop, where we see Ten sleeping. Also, someone pointed this out, I was watching this on Crunchyroll, that apparently Ten kept the fan and gourd from the Fourth Great Ninja War. Why in the world she's able to keep items that are owned by the Hidden Cloud Village is never explained. Yeah, she got these things. These are very powerful items. And since she has a fetish for ninja tools, she probably was allowed to keep them because probably either one, it probably kept them with spoils of war. It's possible, but if you look at something like, let's say, what was his name? Himawari? Yeah. Basically, there was that fish sword that the member, I think his name is Siniski, I think his name is, I forgot his name. He's part of Taka, where he took the sword from Himadara, the one who basically is built as a shark. Yeah, he took it from him, as Killer Bee took it from him as spoils of war, which I'm like, that's interesting. And I later found that online, I had to figure out, like, when in the world did the Mist Village get back that particular sword? Because I thought Killer Bee had it. I had to read something online about that. It turns out the reason why that they got the sword back, because apparently Killer Bee gave it back to the village right after the Fourth Ninja War, but apparently Ten decided to keep the fan and gourd, despite the fact they belong to Hidden Cloud Village. Yeah, I have no idea why she kept them for. And then we have Himawari go home, and we see Hinata, always great to see her, Boruto, the start of the series, and Hanabi. Boruto and Himawari's aunt, Hinata's sister, and Boruto's sister-in-law. Yeah, great to see her. And this is one of those rare times where she shows up in the series and her team is not here. Yes, always great to see her. And she actually will come as Shinobi, just like basically various members of her family would. She hadn't decided yet, so she recommends going for a trial experience. And we see Aruka and Shino basically is running this thing, which great to see these two. And we see another character in the episode. I have not seen this series since the Hidden Mist arc. Anko! The overweight Anko. Great to see her. She doesn't get much dialogue in the episode, but it's really great to see Anko. I'm still not happy with the fact that apparently over time, since she retired being Shinobi, she apparently put on a ton of weight. I'm like, I remember this one was smoking hot when she was younger. Now she's overweight. I would figure though Shino basically would give her a chance basically to help her possibly lose weight. But this is an era piece, so probably not a lot of running around. Yeah, she used to eat dumplings like freaking crazy in both Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. In this series, she's eating dumplings once, and that's it. And first see Shino basically given like a trial run in obstacle course, where Hanabi basically is a natural at, where apparently she has not run out of. She's not exhausted afterwards. My personal guess is because all the chakra in her body, and probably because she has a little bit of, because she also has the power of the Hyuga clan inside of her. That's probably the reason why she's a natural at this. They even tried doing the whole chakra walk up the walls. And Himawari basically kind of gets it. Now the first two, Ibu and Yuna, that's two kids with her. When they figure her last name is Uzumaki, as in Naruto Uzumaki, he says, he's my father. Like, wow, it's so cool. Yep. Of course, Shino and Aruka already knew about that because they're friends with, they know her parents. Of course, Shino always seems to forget the fact that, well, the way he's written the series, I mean, yes, they still keep his friendship with Hinata in the series. Like, they bring up that Boruto, and of course Himawari is the father, but they keep forgetting to mention that the beautiful Hinata is her mother. I don't know why they forget to mention this for, but they do. I mean, yeah, it is. It's definitely true. Why in the world that Hinata has never brought up a conversation in this series is the only person who brings up a conversation is Boruto. Yeah, he's the only one. No one else does. Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise. Not Shino, not Kiba, but Boruto. He's the only one who talks about his mother. I mean, I think Himawari talks about her mother too, somewhat. But in the case of anybody else in the series, nope. Nobody's allowed to talk about Hinata for some reason. Let's all talk about Naruto just because he was the star of the franchise. I mean, want to talk about his smoking hot wife Hinata, who also made the mother of his 2 kids. Talk about her and how great she is. Despite the fact, yeah, she's a stay-at-home mom, but she's still an excellent person. And from looking at her, despite the fact she's retired being a ninja, I don't think she's put on a single pound of weight. I mean, even after she gave birth to 2 kids, she still looks great for her age. And yet, nobody talks about her. Which I think is quite stupid for the series. For a character who got a ton of development in Naruto Shippuden, and yet this series is like, barely bring it up. She gets barely development in this series. I mean, Naruto, the star of the franchise, he gets more development than she does. Like, okay, Naruto makes sense. Star of the franchise. But Hinata, the beautiful wife, mother of his kids, nope. No development with her. Barely mentions her in conversation. Yep, so try out the ninja session, and after the whole thing with the chakra, they try out the shuriken, which Yuna is not really good with the shuriken, but I think what was it? Ibu, he's actually really good with the shuriken too. And it turns out that the reason why Himawari is so good, because Boruto has been teaching her, which, okay, that's smart for Boruto to do. And then they give him a simple mission. Go find a lost cat. Which, yes, that is standard Guinea mission. That's a standard Guinea mission. It's pretty simple. First they go about looking around. The Himawari is basically standing about not doing very much. But Ibu, being an idiot, throws a rock. Ends up hitting something he shouldn't hit. What did he hit? A wasp nest. Everybody starts running, and of course, Himawari tries to use a flare on it, but apparently he says, nope, don't use it now. Of course, they say to hide. And then he basically chastises her over that and basically not make up her mind become a shinobi. So, he just bans her. Lucky enough that Aruka and Shino were watching because they decided to observe this. There's nothing wrong with that at all with them because they're experienced ninja. It's perfectly natural if they want. Of course, Aruka does want to see Himawari enroll in the school, so does Shino. And seeing the progress of these these potential shinobi is probably something they're interested in. So they just watch. Don't interfere, but they watch. And Aruka basically has a conversation with Himawari that basically feeling doubt and anxiety is perfectly natural. And the fact that, and here's the thing, he points out though that Himawari inherited Naruto's gutsiness. And she's like, gutsiness, what's that? Means never giving up. Important not to give up. Which, she has followed it. Of course, when she sees him, she basically gets over and says, oh, Principal! Mr. Principal! Yeah, I think he doesn't mind the fact he gives her she gives him like the basically a stance that's very natural for a potential student to do. Is perfectly fine. So she goes off and uses her Byakugan, first time in the whole series. Like, aside from the flashback which used it on Naruto by accident, this is the first time she's actually activated it. Yes, and what does she do? By Boruto, where they find the cat, they get like, yay, clear mission, but and apparently they were standing on top of a well, and the boards were not stable, so they fell right through. Himawari basically wants to help them, but Ibu was like, I don't want your help from someone who hasn't decided yet. And basically she jumps on herself, basically chastises him for what he said, and he says, and they decided to work together. So they basically all do a triple back to back, and they all three of them walk up the wall, and they walk up with the student. And Anko was like, "Yeah, I was about to step anyways." Really, like really, Anko, you were gonna step in? I miss the days when you were thin and hot, not this overweight woman. At least in the case of, Mai, at least despite the fact she's got older, she's still hot at her age. Not in the case of Anko. Even though she's probably in her, I'd say pushing 40, lose some weight, woman. Heck, Tsunade is not surprising she's still thin. Because she keeps up young because of her jutsu. Yeah, not surprising when she first showed up in the Mitsuki Disappearing arc that she looks exactly the same. No surprise there. Yep. And of course, well, even they cleared the mission, they all basically celebrate the fact they cleared it. And then the episode ends with Himawari basically talking to Boruto and Hinata later. Because even though she hasn't decided yet, she wants to try out the other stuff first. Like a flower shop, a ninja tools. And she wants Boruto to help us. He's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And that's the episode. I love this episode. It is by far, in my personal opinion, one of the best episodes of the whole series. Why? Because focus on somebody who doesn't get a lot of focus in the series. Because here's the thing. Which characters of this series has had focus episodes? I know Sasumori has had a focus episode. I mean, aside from Boruto, these following characters have had focus episodes focused on them. Mitsuki, Sadara, Chocho, Shikadai, Inojin. Yeah, he's had a couple of them. I'm trying to think who else. I would say a good chunk of the current generation characters have had them. I would say probably the only one who Himawari was one of those few characters who did not focus episode. They did have the other group they have not revealed exactly who their teacher is, but yeah, they've had maybe 2 focus episodes of the whole series, and one of the members just happened to be a big fan of Kakashi. But they've had maybe 2 focus episodes, but at least as of now, I'd say almost every single new generation character has had a focus episode focused on them. Except for Metal Lee. I don't think he's ever had... Actually, he's had 1 the entire series. Yes, 1. Dika, I don't think he's had 1. No. Despite the fact that he's actually one of the more interesting of the new characters. Iwambi is great. I think he's a good character. I kind of wish he'd get a little more developed in the series. Himawari basically is one of those characters, one of those female characters I do want to see development for, because I see her potential as being a great character. Chocho, just Chocho. Not much development you can do with her. I mean, you could develop her, but I wouldn't put a lot of development in basically Chocho. Nothing against her, aside from the fact, I mean, yeah, her father is Choji, one of the best characters of the previous generation. But Chocho, I think for a lot of people, she's not been well received, which I agree. She's not been well received as a character. Her team, on the other hand, have had better reception. Shikadai has got a ton of positive reception when I heard about him. Yeah, despite the fact he looks exactly like his father, he kind of acts like his father, at least he acts, even though he pretty much is kind of different from his father. For one thing, he and Boruto have been best friends since before that they joined the Ninja Academy. Inojin is a good character. I mean, his parents are fantastic. Yeah. As in the case of the main 3, Sadara, my friend Edgar, Sadara is his favorite female character of the whole series. For me, it's Sasumori because she's an interesting character, even though some people might see her as a Hinata ripoff. She at least is a good character, and she can be a potential love interest for Boruto. Himawari is another good character. I really enjoy this character. And it's good the fact we finally have a focus episode on her. Can we please have more of these? Because I think a lot of people said this. People love this character. Why does she get more focus episodes? That's a good one. Yeah, so that's it for this particular review. I don't think there's any reviews I can do tonight. I mean, I can't exactly do more. I can't exactly finish up DBZ tonight. No. it probably finished up. The review probably for the next review for that probably won't be until I'd say a couple days from now. And as for the next episode of this particular series, unknown if they're gonna release a new episode next week. I don't know. It depends upon like when it pops up on Crunchyroll. Yeah, because I'm gonna watch this series on Crunchyroll for now. Yeah, that and probably Black Clover. So at least I'm not using that other website basically I was using for quite a while. I'm using something different. Crunchyroll, something I do have a subscription for. Yes, I do pay for Crunchyroll. It's only $7.99 a month. Pretty good price for subscription service. Yeah, it's only $2 I pay for. Yeah. But until you see the next video, which may not be today or tomorrow, who knows, okay? See you next video. Bye.